Hi and welcome to Rockin The Planet. I'm Shane. I'm so glad you could join me here to help celebrate more of the great wealth of New Zealand talent. This week, proving that it is never too late, Iceberg have reunited after parting ways 34 years ago. Two of the guys, vocalist Paul Coppins and drummer Chris Otter, will be chatting about their reunion. Then I'll be joined by Waikato-based songstress Coral Pitcher, who will be performing her brand new single titled $1 Million Later, live here in our Rockin The Planet studios. But before we get to meet my VIP guest, let's see who has been rocking the planet this week. Well, the news is 72-year-old Mick Jagger, who with his bandmates the Rolling Stones have been rocking the planet for more than 54 years, is set to become a father again for the 8th time. And the lucky girl is his latest girlfriend, 29-year-old ballerina Melanie Henrik. I bet she'll be looking at early retirement. The couple said they were very happy and very surprised. I bet they were. And congratulations. Now, Keith Richards, his old bandmate, he just said, we're not getting older, we are just evolving. He certainly is doing that well. Well, it's time to meet my first VIP guest for this evening here on Rockin' the Planet. And I've got Mr. Paul Coppins,
Shane,
and Chris Otter from the band Iceberg. That's an ominous sounding name, Iceberg. Where did you find that?
well, I actually, it came mainly because there's more underneath than there is at the top.
Fair enough, yeah. Well,
And
same here.
And there's a lot of there's a lot of songwriting happening in our band, and we're very proud of our songs, and that's what we've been doing more or less since the 70s.
I've got to set us on track here because what this is about, it's so special, this story. It's a wonderful story. I mean, you guys, you formed in the 70s, Iceberg, and you did really, really well. You were doing great gigs.
Yes.
We'll get to talk about those. And then you split up, what, in the early 80s?
Early 80s, yeah.
And now, 34 years later, you're all alive and you're well and you're all getting back together. This is like the big last chance, is that what it is?
It certainly is.
It's never too late.
And exactly that, Shane.
Never too late.
Yeah, exactly that. And as I said, we were original band, and we did mainly in the 70s. Like there was 80% of our repertoire were original songs.
Yeah.
And I could do a quick spiel about Nambassa, where we
Yeah,
played.
well, tell us
Yeah,
about
okay,
Nambassa,
well-
the festival.
Well, in 1977 we opened for a number. Well, like Skyhooks were the band that were headlining that
Big
night.
band.
Yeah, and there was 30-odd thousand at that whole 3 days festival, and I can remember doing our set. We did a good sort of 40 minutes to 45 minute set.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do anyway. We did most of our originals, and then Chris had just finished his drum solo, Nambassa, and we ended up our set with the famous Joe Walsh Rocky Mountain Way.
Oh, okay.
And as that, we know that song. I just yelled to the crowd. I said, "Come on, Nambassa, let's rock this mountain." And I've never seen. This is one of my highlights in music.
Yeah.
The people were just running from all directions. There was just a crowd, like a buffalo stampede, running down this hill, heading towards the stage. And as they came towards the stage, well, Chris was at the back on the drums. He didn't get it, but a wave of dust just built up, because being in January, it was a real hot
like
day.
A buffalo stampede.
A stampede came up, and just, there was a screen of dust just threw across the stage, and they were just rocking out to Rocky Mountain Way. Grant Bridger was the compere, and the crowd wouldn't let us go. Then we ended up doing 3 encores.
Yeah.
So that was fantastic.
And there was there's several thousand people there. At
Yes.
Nambassa.
Oh, there was actually 30,000.
30,000. That's several.
That weekend. Yeah. It was. It
Now, I
was
believe
amazing.
Skyhooks were going on after you, and they were a little bit perturbed.
Yeah. There was. Yeah. It's actually a band called Stung that were right after us. They were waiting in the wings, and come on, guys, come on. And Grant Bridger was the compere, and he was saying, "Do you want more? Do you want more?"
Of course,
You remember? They wouldn't let us go, but it was a highlight in my career as a.
And you were selling. You were doing a lot of gigs and selling out places and getting out there and working.
back then, yeah.
Iceberg were becoming quite a name around
we
New Zealand.
did a ready to roll show.
Ready to Roll, great show, featuring great Kiwi music again.
It was fantastic.
So when it all came to a finish, all of a sudden, was it just you all became married?
Well,
or?
no, what actually happened, we were actually, there was a whole New Zealand tour ready, put in front of us, more or less immediately. And Richie was Richard Raven, the guitarist. He was high up in the New Zealand Herald, and it was very difficult for him getting away at that stage of his career.
He had his day job.
And Grant, day job, you see. And Grant was sort of just starting up his Mind's Eye Graphics, his art studio, and was sort of looking, that's where the money was coming at that stage. But unfortunately, we sort of thought, well, you know, it would have been great.
So things just drifted apart.
Just drifted away.
Slowly.
Yeah, but
this is 1980.
Yeah,
so you had
1980.
what, 3 good years?
Yeah.
Now it must be a buzz putting it all back together again. Now, Chris, you were playing drums then, and you are now. It's the same members of the band, all the same guys.
Same guys.
So who else is in the band?
Well, there's Dave Bryant on guitar.
Yeah.
Richard Raven lead guitar.
Yep.
And Grant Hanna bass.
Grant Hanna, yes.
And Chris and I. Yeah, I'm vocalist.
I'm the drummer.
Yes. Yeah, you're the up front man, and you're the up back man. You're the soul.
Yes.
So I was going to try and get Chris's views on it. Does it feel any different getting back together now? Did it just slot in when you all got back together?
It's actually an amazing feeling getting back together after so long, and there is so much energy. There really is, and we've got so much we want to say. We want to get out and do some more gigs. We've already done an album called Provenance.
Yep. Will you play the track?
Yep, hopefully you will. And we just want to keep rocking and rolling. We've got more songs we want to put towards our next album. Hopefully by the end of this year we'll have enough tracks for album number 2.
Did you remain in contact?
Yes,
during
we
the
did.
sojourn?
Yes.
While you were away from each other?
Well, in fact, at the end of 1980 and 1989, I was diagnosed with leukemia, and that put a handbrake on my life.
I bet.
And sort of the specialist said, "You've got probably 2 years to live."
Wow.
And I go, "Hey, you don't say that to me."
Well,
but yes,
this is 1989.
This is 1989. Yeah, 26 years later, my
touch wood, all those things. I'm still superstitious, but
my haematologist.
Congratulations.
Thanks, mate. My haematologist in Middlemore, she often said to me over the years, you know, in fact, Richard Raven had just reformed the Legends of the 60s, in the early 90s, and he asked me to sing with them and to get out of the sickness and how I was feeling. I was feeling pretty yuck.
So how long did that go on for?
That went on for about 5 or 6 years.
So a long time.
Yeah. And the actual leukemia.
The illness, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it went till the 2000 and about 6 or 7. I was given
2 years to go, and you...
Yes, I was given Hillary, Doctor. Can I mention names?
Yeah, you can say
Dr.
who you
Hillary Blacklock, who I just loved to bits.
Yeah.
She was just amazing, and she said to me, "Paul Coppins, how can I tell people what you've done so long?" I said, "Well, I just put it down to music." I said, "Music is my medicine."
Yeah.
You know, and it helped me through the 90s. In fact, we used to do 4-hour gigs and things like that, as we did.
Yeah.
I used to come home feeling like, you know,
like shit.
Like shit.
Oh, you're going to say it. I knew you were going to say it.
I used to come
I could
home
hear it anyway.
not good.
So I had to say it.
Not good anyway. But in fact, it was a big help to just to my inner being, you know, just to beat what I had to beat.
That would have been a tough call. I mean, coming home from gigs, you still carried on working.
Yes, I still had my day job too. I'm a painter and decorator.
But it's probably what got you through. You know, being so resolute to keep fighting on and battling it and not giving up.
I'm indebted to Richard Raven to help me in those early days. You know, just to say, he said, "Paul, you know, you can sing with us."
Without dwelling on it, just when you finally got through it, when was that? 2000 and something?
About 2006.
you must have felt like, well, it's all over, and,
yes.
and you must have been raring to go and getting out there and want to really get out and perform and
But
make up for lost time.
But 2 years later, mate.
Yeah. What, you went back again?
No, I had a tumour, a golf ball sized tumour in my brain.
A totally separate.
Separate
thing.
to the
Wow.
leukemia. It was.
So you've been really through it. A tumour on the brain. So how did you fight
Tumour
that?
on the brain. That was actually I had one initial sort of blackout, and I was. It was quite a long story, but I just sort of had a blackout as I was driving my car out of a car park. I had just blacked out completely.
Bum.
Just went completely blacked out.
Crash.
I didn't crash. I just sort of
ran to the
more
side.
just ran to the side of the road. But then they
And
found
they
out.
diagnosed.
Yes, I had a golf-sized tumour.
And you felt nothing there beforehand?
Beforehand, no, there was nothing until that initial, that particular blackout. I remember saying to the surgeon as I was going in, I said, "Surgeon, I'm a singer in a band, and I've got about 200 songs in here. Now, if you leave it open too long, they'll just all
Evaporate.
I don't want to lose those songs, but I think it was about a 6-hour operation.
I love your sense of humour.
But he got it out. And in fact, I think he must have put a few other things in because my memory's just fantastic. I can go back to the 60s, go back to 50s. I can go back. I can go back way back.
That's fantastic. You got lives.
I just love it. You know, I just love life at the moment because I've got energy. I've got a great bunch of guys, great friends, and we're just. In fact, 2 days ago we had the most amazing rehearsal. You know, we practiced with so much energy. You know, Richard and Grant are just so brilliant songwriters. I just have to give them both.
Well, it's a huge wake-up thing, isn't it? I mean, you realise just how mortal you are, and you're only here for a short time, and you really have to make it doesn't fly by as it is.
That's right.
And you've had all this illness, and things happen to you, and you survived. And
mate,
good on you, man. You're a tough cookie.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you look forward, don't look back.
Mate.
So I can understand your reason for getting the band together, Chris. You haven't been sick either. You haven't been sick, have you? Nothing.
No,
you're
not
into
really.
medical things.
Nothing major for me. No.
No. You've been playing drums though, on and off right through.
I've been playing drums right through. Yeah. I haven't stopped playing, and I've concentrated more on singing as well. And at one point, I was lead singer and drummer in one of the bands I was in. But that never worked out.
What a bonus for you guys, though, to be able to get back and do it all again.
It
I
is.
can understand the reasoning behind, after 34 years, getting back together and just saying, well, let's do it. Better late than never. And let's just go for it.
I think the creative side, too, is these original songs we've got. You know, that's it's an extra buzz.
Yeah.
You know, I've played in a lot of covers bands over the years, and just doing our own songs, you know.
Okay,
they all have different meanings.
So the album's called Providence. Now, the clip we're going to play, it's a song called Pacifist. And who wrote the song?
Grant Hanna.
Grant Hanna. He's the
bass player.
Bass player.
There's a lot of Grant Hannas around that play bass, you know. So here it is, The Pacifist from Iceberg.
Stand up, open your mouth if you've got something to say. Stand up, say your piece, or it never will go away. Stand up, move your lips, and make the words all come out. Shut up, and lose the chance to make the changes all come about. I'm certainly no liar when I tell you I'm no dumb, but I'm not a pacifier because I am the pacifist.
Great song, The Pacifist, written by Grant Hanna. And of course, guys, brilliant song. I'm looking forward to listening to the rest. You've got a CD, and I do have it handy somewhere if someone throws it to me, but it'll come up on the screen anyway. Have you got any gigs coming up? You're an Auckland-based band, so you're playing in Auckland.
Wade Hotel, I think it's coming up. I'm not sure of the
The
date.
Wade Hotel.
In Silverdale.
Silverdale. Great old pub. Good rock and roll pub. Well, send out the invites because I'd like to come along and catch you guys. The Spirit will be there. I know it's going to be a great party. You guys all back together on stage, Iceberg.
That's great.
What a magnificent story. And I know it's just going to rock out, man. All right, all the best. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Shane.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.
No more sickness.
Go.
Well, welcome back to Rockin the Planet. Now it's time to jazz it up. The Auckland Jazz and Blues Club, every Tuesday evening starting at 7 p.m. Next Tuesday, they present the Paul Nairn's Phantom Quartet, featuring the legendary Frank Gibson on drums, with Phil Broadhurst on piano and Albert Santarelli on bass, led by Paul Nairns on sax. They'll be playing some straight-ahead jazz. Remember, jazz up your Tuesday evenings all year round at the Auckland Jazz and Blues Club. Be there, Point Chef RSA, August the 2nd, with the Paul Nairns Phantom Quartet. $5 members, $15 non-members. So well worth joining. Best entertainment around you can get. Point Chef RSA, 7 p.m. onwards. And now it's time to meet my second VIP Rockin' the Planet guest, and I have no hesitation in saying I am a huge fan. And it's the lovely Coral Pitcher. How are you, Coral?
Shane.
Good to have you back on the show.
Thank you very much for having me back.
It doesn't seem like a year since you were here.
I know, time flies when we're having fun.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Well, your last single did really, really well. Shoot You Up.
Shooting you up.
Shooting You Up. It did really, really well. And you've been out there gigging non-stop, as far as I know.
Yeah,
so
having life
tell
on
me-
the road.
Tell me, what have you been on the road?
Yeah, on the road. Summer really busy. It's quieting down a little bit of winter, but it's good and keeps me nice and snuggled up inside sometimes. But yeah, playing music and having fun and meeting lots of lovely people. So it's been a good year.
Okay, and writing lots of new songs.
Yes, yep, had lots of good material to write about. So
Yeah, and you've got a great new record out.
yes, $1 million later. It has just been released.
$1 million later.
Yes.
That's a great title.
Yeah,
Tell
make
me,
me $1 million.
is that when you're thinking about the royalty check? Don't we
It's had a
wish?
few titles, that song, actually, but the line actually came from A Million Shots Later, about giving someone 1 million shots. And then it turned into kind of $1 million, had a really nice ring to it, and time is money, so.
It certainly is. And this is, I mean, I love the song.
Thank
And we're
you.
going to perform it for us in a little while. But before we do, just tell me what your plans are. Are you going to get out there and rock your socks off and promote the new single?
Yes, yeah, well, I've got was meant to be an EP called My Addictive DNA, and we got 7 tracks down, and then we decided we'll do 3 more and release an album. So that's in the works at the moment, and I'm working at a studio called Little Kingfisher Studios in Hamilton. And yeah, hopefully by the end of the year the album will be ready, but good things take time, so.
Now there's another great gig coming up, and I know that I'm so looking forward to it, and you've come along. You're going to be one of our guests, and it's Rockin the Planet's first Sunday showcase. And this is at the Point Chef RSA, once again.
Yes.
What a great venue that is for music.
I don't think I've actually been there before.
You're going to love it. It's a great venue, and it's well known here in Auckland. And it's a Sunday showcase. It's on Sunday, the 21st of August, starting at 3 p.m. sharp, I should say, the show. And Coral's along there with various other acts
Very
that have all
excited.
appeared on Rockin the Planet over the last year. We've got about 8 acts, including Shane and the Shazam Band, Kylie Austin, that's the ladies, and then we've got, there's a heap, it's a great lineup. There's the poster, check it out.
21st August.
21st of August,
Yes.
we'll all be there. Great afternoon, and what talent we have, and I'm looking forward to really sharing a stage with you at
It's going to be
last.
fun.
And then we're going to see you in Hamilton very soon. I'm going to be popping down to see Nightshade's final
Yes.
gig. You're going to be there, August the 6th.
So, yes.
Yeah, we've got a really busy schedule ahead of
We
us.
do,
I think.
we
Yeah.
do.
August is going to be a good month.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to get you to perform your song,
Would
the
love
new
to.
one. And you brought your acoustic guitar along.
I sure have it somewhere around here.
Yeah, I believe someone gave this to you.
Oh, yes.
guitar, I mean.
yes. Call it a family
Heirloom?
inheritance. Yes, that's the
Heirloom?
word, yeah.
Well, let's hope you put plenty of great music on it, including this. It's going to be another hit single for you, right?
Yes. Bigger than the last.
It's called $1 Million Later. Here's Coral Picture.
Make emotions seem hazy with a drink or two. There's nothing left to do, nothing left to say to you. Seems like $1 million later, but I knew what I was getting myself into. It's easy to confuse what's true. If you don't love yourself, can you love anyone else? No. More tries I can't put myself through it. No. Blurred lines, why can I not see through things? The truth is I do. I just need a muse. It's you. Do I feel less crazy with a pile or two? There's nowhere left to go, nothing more to know. Seems like $1 million later. See you later, alligator. If you don't love yourself, can you love anyone else? No. More tries I can't put myself through it. No. Blurred lines, why can I not see through things? The truth is I do. I just need a muse. It's you. It's you. Like $1 million later. See you later, alligator. I've already got so many songs about how if you don't love yourself, can you love anyone else? No. More tries I can't put myself through it. No, blood lines, why can I not see through them? The truth is I do. I just need a muse. It's you. 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 $1 million later. $1 million later. $1 million later. $1 million later. No more tries. I won't put myself through.
$1 Million Later. What a fantastic song. Gonna be a #1. I love that.
Thanks.
Strong rhythm guitar. I love it. You're just playing better than ever, Coral. Waikato, look out. This lady's going to be a star. You're going to be very proud of her. But would you like to make music just like that, like the lovely Coral Picture? Well, you can. Now's your chance. The Music Education Centre. It offers lessons for people of all ages, child or adult, it doesn't matter. The Music Education Centre have centres right across Auckland, and they are happy to help you choose whatever instrument suits you. Give them a call right away on 0800 893939 and start making your own music. The Music Education Centre. And now it's time for my classic Kiwi clip. And I have been delving into the archives. I have dug up a beauty. Now, Coral, you're going to help me with this. Have you ever heard of a guy called Rim D. Paul?
No.
No, you weren't even thought of when this guy was out there doing it. But Rim D. Paul, he was in the Quintickies, the Maori Quintickies, who were one of the great Kiwi show bands, you know, one of the beautiful show. They used to put on a great show. And he sang with them. He also did a movie with Hal Morrison called Don't Let It Get You. Normie Rowe was in there too, brought an Aussie in just to buff it up, you know. But anyway, Rim D. Paul, great talent, made a great name for himself in Australia and did the club circuit. Here he is with You Can Have Her, Rim D. Paul.
Girl, I love she ran away with my best friend. Come home at night, yeah, just for an hour. When daylight comes in, she's gone again. You can have her, I don't want her. She didn't love me anyway. She only wanted someone to play with, but all I wanted was to let that do.
Rim D. Paul, fantastic clip. History. We didn't realise we were making such great history, musical history of New Zealand. And you are going to be part of that. And you started out in the Waikato very early in your career.
Yes, very little girl singing all over the place.
Yeah, and you've been singing, you've won some awards too.
Oh yeah, couple
Yeah,
of
come
my
on, tell me
times
about
so
the
far.
awards. Tell me about the
Oh,
awards.
just a few school competitions. Last year I won my first New Zealand On Air grant from the audience with Shooting You Up. So that's online.
Yeah. No, you're going to do great things. And
you very
Waikato
much.
based, I know you're, any day of the week we can find you somewhere in the Waikato working somewhere. You're playing gigs all over the place.
Get
so
around,
watch out
yes.
for them. I've seen your posters up on little pubs and things around the place down the Waikato that I visit. And it's good to see you out there showing them how to do it. You're going to go a long way
Thanks, Shane.
along with this record, okay? Thanks for being here with us. It's been a real pleasure. Have a safe journey back to
Well,
Hamilton.
won't get stuck in the mud.
No, don't do that. Well, it's time to go, and thanks for joining me here on Rockin the Planet with my very special guests, Coral Pitcher and Iceberg. We'll be back, same time, same place, next week. Until then, you just keep on rocking.